But let's face it, the sisters of the Sacred Heart were not the only ones who went through such a trauma in the post-conciliar church. All religious institutes did in varying degrees, and we Salesians certainly had our share of that trauma. And we are not yet over it. With Father Williams said it, we know it. The question is Bernard Herring right when he claims that the determining cause of all this disarray, both personal and collective, must be seen in the fact that religious generally abandon the foolishness of the cross and all too often adopted the wisdom of the world? If he is, then Pope John was right when he said the council was meant to be a safe. One thing is certain, and Bernard Herring says it as plainly as I tell it to you: the road to the revitalization of the religious life lies only in one direction, the cross. We have been called to bring souls to Christ, but he is the drawing force for those souls. He, Christ, who lives in us. If Christ lives in me, he will work through me and reach out to the souls I deal with through me. We simply cannot afford to forget that everything begins with Christ, that without him we cannot do anything. I am finished, but not without bringing out 2 or 3 little true episodes that bring this fact out beautifully. When Mother Cabrini arrived in New York with 3 sisters to work among the Italian immigrants, she went directly to Archbishop Corrigan. "Sister," he told her, "you don't know a word of English. You haven't a cent to your name. I am not in a position to help you. Is the ship with which you arrived still in the New York harbor?" "Yes, Your Excellency. It will sail tomorrow." "Then, sister, I suggest you take it and go back to Italy. You will not accomplish anything in America." "Your Excellency," the tiny nun replied, "I came to the States because the Holy Father sent me, and I intend to remain. As for not being able to do anything, I could not agree more with you. Alone by myself, I'll never be able to do anything. With him," and she pointed to the crucifix on the Archbishop's desk, "I hope to be able to do something." Later, the Archbishop admitted, "A stubborn little woman, but she'll go far." And she went right out to the altars. When several years ago I first saw the splendid new bronze doors at St. Patrick's Cathedral, and saw Mother Cabrini's statue on one of them, I could not help but think, I wonder if Archbishop Corrigan, from his grave in the cathedral, I wonder if he sees it. He must see. Another woman, St. Teresa of Spain, had problems with a bishop too. A lot of people have problems with bishops. We know Don Bosco had his full. Sister, the bishop asked her, "What do you expect to do with your convents? Convert the whole world?" "Alone by myself, not a blessed thing," she replied. "With Jesus, anything and everything." But Jesus occasionally put her to the test. She was on her way to Andalusia with 2 nuns to establish a convent there. It was a disastrous journey. They were almost there. And while wading a kind of a stream, a windstorm broke out with torrential rain so violent the poor nuns had to hold on to water shrubs not to be carried away by the swirling waters. "Jesus, where are you? Save us!" Teresa cried out. And suddenly Jesus was there, appeared to her. "I am right here, Teresa. Do not be afraid." And Teresa, why do we have to go through all this, Lord? We are working for you. Because, Jesus replied, this is the way I treat my friends. And Teresa right back, and this is why you have so few. Like the woman that she was, she had to have the last word. It's a true story, and a delightful one. Let's not forget its lesson.